Check this out. This Pat Post. I'm representing on the Matrix Radio, not the Matrix with Neo and all that. We ain't ducking no bullets and all that backwards. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Pat Post, the Matrix Radio. Thugger.
Yeah.
We're back.
Hey, back.
We got our special guest here.
My brother
good,
right
what's
here.
good?
Viper Records.
Let them know who you are, big bro.
My name's CF, aka Constant Flow, Colin Ferguson.
Colin Ferguson.
Colin Ferguson.
Reppin' Viper Records.
Yeah, Viper
Straight
Records
out of
all
Jersey.
day. Okay.
What's good?
So let's I mean, I know a lot of people out there know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you put it on you got a lot of fans watching, but a lot of people who don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what you do.
I'm a barbarian. I'll just spit
You a
bars.
barbarian.
I'm an artist. I'm
All
a
right.
MC.
So like, what's the difference between a barbarian, like an MC, and a rapper?
I mean,
To
like,
you.
to me, I mean, coming where I'm from, like in the East Coast, you know, it's just natural for you to just dabble into the bars. Like that's something
lyricism
that we all born with, like, you know, with lyricism. In terms of rappers, I mean, nowadays everybody puts a bunch of nursery rhymes on like a trap beat, and you know, I mean, it works. So
How you feel
they
about
dumb
that?
down the game a bit. I mean, it makes it easier for some, but
So you feel like it's easier for you to shine because, I mean, on your level. But how do you feel about that? Because you got a lot of artists that, a lot of lyricists, and a lot of people that are still fundamentalists, as you say, like true to the hip hop form. They feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel a certain way? How do you feel like that fits into what that does to hip hop?
I mean, as of now, I think to each his own. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna hate on anybody. Like, you got your lane, you do what you gotta do. I'm gonna stick with what I know and what works for me. You know what I mean? And that's just.
I mean, do you
being
think
an artist.
do you think it coexists well? Like, you know, because
I mean, there's some artists that can, like Eminem, for example. Like, he's a beast. You know what I mean?
he's a big.
And he's commercially viable as well. So he works that angle pretty good. But
So what are you trying to do?
me, I'm just gonna keep gunning until something happens. That's what I'm thinking.
So you figure like you just gonna, I mean, because now it's like you're not gonna get on the radio. I mean, you might get on New York radio, but anything down south, anything outside of the Eastern board, if you even sound like you New York, they not even rocking with you. Like, so are you trying to like stay underground? Like, is that, or do you have aspirations to break out of that and you know, and do something more mainstream? Like, what are you trying to do?
I mean, I like mainstream music, even though like I've always been an underground artist. You know what I mean? But with this record that I'm coming out with Ascension, there's some
That
breakthrough
record,
songs
yo,
there.
hold up. That record, let me get your hand. That record is tough. Like the label, whatever, we couldn't play it for y'all today. But when y'all hear this record, tough record.
Where can they find it?
It's not out right now. I mean, it's not released. So your album is released in when? When's your release
July
date?
29th is the actual release date.
So we'll definitely make sure that we're gonna send that to y'all so you can play it for everybody out there. But that record is tough. We do have some old music at CF, but I listened to some of the old CF. I really don't think that it's standing next to this new CF that I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And
like, yeah, you're right. Like, right
and I
now,
think,
the new
like,
stuff is gonna be
I
crazy.
think like what you doing, I think what you working with Immortal Technique and Viper Records and SP Southpaw, I think that that has, like, you know, brought you somewhere else, and I know for a fact that it's gonna bring you somewhere else even further. So like what's up with Immortal Technique? How'd you meet him?
I met Tech like 2000 actually, around there at an open mic called the End of the Week Show at Baby Jupiter's in LES, and this was before Tech dropped, I think, Revolutionary Volume 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's back in the day. Yeah.
So they used to always like put us on stage together, you know, the host at this open mic event, because of the fact that we were both like Hispanics and we were both aggressive. So they always try to like pair us up on stage together or whatever. And we complimented each other when we rocked on stage or whatnot. And then from there, you know, I seen Tech's hunger. Like, he wasn't like these other dudes. Like, he was gonna take it to a next level.
You saw that from there.
I saw it from there before he even popped off. Like, he was always like on that next level stuff. Like, he was too smart for even that immediate scene. Like, he already knew what that was about, and he was gonna evolve beyond that, and he did. And he told me like he was like one day, because I was telling him where I was at. I was like, you know, I'm messing with some producers, but you know, it's not really serious, and people are not accepting of my music. They're not accepting of my sound. He's like, you know, he told me, he's like, one day when I do my thing, I'm gonna take you out on the road with me, and things are gonna happen. To me, I thought it was like whatever. I didn't really, you know, normally people always tell you a pipe dream, so I was like, all right, whatever. But he was like he is. He always been true to his word, and that's exactly what happened.
And let me piggyback just real quick. I'm not gonna get too much, but Immortal Technique is definitely a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know from firsthand because the brothers kept it official with me, so I know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tech. And I mean, so on tour, you've been going. I mean, a lot of people might not know. A lot of people, where I come, I mean, if you're not in the underground scene, a lot of people don't even know who Tech is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that do know, and the people that do know love him. You know what I'm saying? So you've been on tour all over. Let's talk about that. What are the places that you've been? Because you're not just like unknown art, like an artist. You're probably unknown to a lot of people, but you've been doing things. So where are the places that you've been? What have you done? Like, let's talk about that.
I mean, recently, like, I was in, like, probably on a plane, like, 30 times, you know what I mean? Like, last year, I went,
What was the dopest place that you went to?
I like Paris a lot. I mean, I've been to
Shout
Paris,
my
like,
son been
5
to
times.
Paris.
Nice.
My
was,
son rocked out
Where,
in Paris.
where did you guys do?
I mean, I rocked at a couple spots, like, in
Which venue?
Tech, you gotta take me to Paris, Tech.
Names of the venues. There were a
Tech,
couple
you gotta
venues.
take me to Paris.
I knew this dude out there named Rocket Squad. He's like the equivalent to the KRS-One
Crazy.
of Paris or whatnot. So, you know, he just put me on stage and I got to rock out there
Yeah, I
with
heard
him.
about there are a lot of dope
Germany,
French rappers.
Belgium.
What's the difference over there? Like when you
Rome.
went
I
over there?
went to Rome. I rocked there recently.
Like, so hip hop is like, what do you think? How is it? Like, what's the comparison to there from
You
here?
know, I think Europeans are very liberal.
Right.
In their,
Way
their
more
state of
free.
mind. My music is very political.
Right.
You know what I mean? And revolutionary. I got a lot of revolutionary rhetoric, and it resonates with a lot of Europeans.
I have a question for you. We ask every artist on the show, what is your first memory of music?
My first memory of music?
Yeah, your childhood memory of music. Like,
well, when I
what you
was
listen
younger,
to?
I used to come to the my godparents. They used to have a you know, they live on Randall Avenue, I think.
Oh yeah, I
in the
know where
Bronx,
it
so
is.
I used to go over to their house, and they used to have like these
It's all about the Bronx.
these New Year's parties or whatnot, and they always were bumping music there, playing music. You know, I'm Puerto Rican, so they were like playing
Yes.
like old school Puerto Rican music. So that was my first musical encounter, and then from there it was just like I knew it was like something that was already in my genes. And
Yeah, you're like, this is me.
it was just gonna happen anyway. And I feel like I'm a musical person. I feel like when I walk, I think musically. Everything I do has a rhythmic pattern to it. So, you know what I mean? That's
What
the way
What do you want people to take from your music? Because you are a political rapper. You do talk about real issues. What's going on?
Well, I mean, my mother always told me, like, if you're gonna do something that's gonna give back, change. You know what I mean? And I think that as an artist, we're put at a platform
Right.
to engage with multitudes of people, and we're basically messengers, you know. So
Definitely.
it's our duty to give back, to attempt to change lives for the better.
And that's that. I mean, let me feed off of that a little bit. That's crazy because a lot of people have these big platforms and they don't use that. Oh, we got a
Yeah,
caller.
they're not
We
doing
got a
anything
special
with it.
caller online
We have a caller. Welcome to the Vantage
talking
Point.
about somebody that
Hello?
uses their outlet to really talk about big issues and really touch on things that matter. Mr. Immortal Technique, how you doing, big bro?
How you doing, Mr. Technique? We have Immortal Technique on the
Who's that?
line.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello, is this Tech
Hello?
or is this text? Tech,
Hello?
I hear babies. I hear, who is this? Hello. Tech,
Hello?
do we have technical
Well,
difficulty here?
Maybe he'll gonna call back. Tell him to call back.
All right.
We'll do that again.
But what were you saying? Oh, about the whole people people with these platforms, they just want to get bread, like they just want to get money, and then they kind of ignore the issues, the social issues, or whatever other issues that are prevalent in their neighborhoods, and so they escape without even giving back. Like, what you think about that? He's on. Tech is on. Tech, you there? Tech.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Tech or is this Tech's? Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Tech.
Ridiculous.
Tech.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Oh, here. You can barely hear.
Hello.
Hello.
Tech.
All
What up,
right.
my G?
Welcome to the Vantage Point.
What up? It was just a mission getting you on here right now, bro. We had to hide, we had to sneak you underground, all types of places, like fly you helicopter and all that in here. What up, though, big bro? We got CF in here.
Yo, what up?
I can barely hear you.
He said he could barely hear
Hello?
us.
Hello,
Yo.
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's up?
How you doing? Thanks for calling in. We sitting here with your artist CF.
What up?
Oh yeah, he's definitely a monster, yo. His new album is crazy too.
That's what I was telling him. I said, I mean, we got some of the old music from CF, you know what I'm saying, before, and we about to play it. But what I said was that the old music is like no measuring stick to the stuff
What
that
happened?
I heard recently.
You broke up for a second.
I said that the old music that we're about to play of CF is you really can't compare it to what he has now on Viper Records. The stuff that
Oh, that's what's up, yo.
huh?
Wait. You said I'm sorry. I could barely
Is there
hear
something
y'all.
wrong with my mic?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Why don't you
Talking to
ask
Mike.
him what I said, because he can't. He doesn't seem. Can you hear me on this mic?
That's a little bit better.
A little bit better. All right. So what I said was that we're about to play some of CF's old music. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that the old music is like really no comparison to what he has now.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that he's definitely evolved as an artist and took it to a level that they wasn't really at before. I think with him and Southpaw working really close together, they made a really good team. And they kind of played off one another and listened to what the other person really wanted to get out of doing the music that they had. I think that when a producer and an artist have a similar vision, it just helps the project come along a lot easier. People are really conflicted about what they want out of something specifically. Then there's always going to be some kind of problem. They're not going to see eye to eye. But if people are sitting there and they're saying, all right, well, no, this is exactly what I want to have in terms of the music that I make, and this is exactly the message that I want. This is what I want to exemplify to the people who believe in me and what I do. Then you're going to find a similar vision, and that's when you get people that are on the same level as you and that really want to get shit done. So I think it was just a natural progression, because Southpaw is someone who really likes to work and get stuff in the studio, and CF is a beast when it comes to getting in the lab too.
I think the whole project was organic.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello?
That joint with you and CF, is crazy. I know y'all performed it the other day.
Wait, you're blocking out again.
Right. What's the title of the song that
that
The
you
joint
and
with me and
CF did?
CF
yes.
is called A Moment of Peace.
That joint is super tough. Y'all performed it the other day at Highland Ballroom and Brooklyn Bowl. That's whoever was there was able to see it. But once y'all hear it, like, it's gonna be crazy.
And what was the inspiration for the song?
Yeah, it was definitely dope. I really liked the experience of being out there and seeing all of the supporters that we have over the years really just dive in, show us love, and give us that appreciation. There's nothing really to be said.
Yeah, I mean,
But
looking
thank
at
you
from-
to people that have been fans over the years, and haven't abandoned the cause, or maybe they've gotten older, but they haven't left hip hop behind. I think that's something that I get from a lot of people. They like, we like the music that you do because this is what is the reminder of what used to be the heyday of hip hop. And not that we are the only people who are keepers of the faith, but at the same time, we want to exemplify the fact that we do hard rhymes and lyrics. Like, we're not here for jokes and gimmicks and stupidity and coonery and buffoonery. That has its place in entertainment and all that. And no one tries to bring anybody else down, but
Definitely.
we rock it
Shout
for
out
a
to 2
purpose.
Chain.
I think
And a
that's
greater
important.
purpose
So
than our
important.
films. So.
I was actually, when I went to your show at Highland, and then
Hello?
when I went to your show at Highland and Brooklyn Bowl, the energy was amazing. And it's just good to hear real music and talking about real issues and using the platform for so much more.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
let's just let
Yeah, the connection's bad. I
all right,
cut
yo,
out
Tech.
again for,
Before
like,
we
10
gonna finish
We
our
gonna-
interview on CF, but before you go, any last words that you want to tell the people? You know what I'm saying?
I just want to tell them that I really appreciate the fact that they've stuck by myself and the people that I've done music with. I think it's really important that everybody know that everything that I've brought to the table, in terms of the legacy of underground hip hop, is something that I've invested in the work that we put into Ascension for the album. And I think it's really going to showcase the genius of CF, because he's coming into his own as a performer, as an artist in the underground, and has learned and sat by me and other really skilled and very, very, very astute and hardworking individuals that paid a lot of dues in the game, whether it's Poison Pen or Diabolic or anybody who was in Rebel Arms who out there, working. CF was there paying attention and, making up his brand and building up what he could do. And that's exemplary for other people to understand that when you're on tour, it's not just about partying and going crazy, but the people that are really paying attention to what the fuck is going on are the ones that end up, coming back on tour and continuing to build that repertoire. So we wish him the best, man. And come check him out on Viper Records. July 29th is coming out, and you can check me at Immortal Tech on Twitter or
Tech
Facebook
Immortal.
/
It's Tech Immortal, right?
I appreciate your time.
Thank
very
you for
much. The
calling
Matrix
into the
Studios,
Vantage
you know
Point.
what it is, baby.
All right, bro. Nice to
Yeah,
have you, big bro.
Tech Immortal. Immortal Technique on Twitter. All right, so we're going to get into your song. You want to introduce that?
Yeah, this is an older joint. It was on a album called Destruments, which is a pretty well-known instrumentational group based in California, the Bay Area. This is when I was signed to Creative Juices. It's called That Fire.
That Fire.
That Bay.
All right.
Hey, Bay.
And you can find
Yeah.
what's your Instagram? Where can
My
they find you?
Instagram is CF201. My Twitter CF201.
Yeah,
and
blow
my
that up
Facebook
right
is,
now.
Constant Flow.
CF201. And what's your Facebook?
Constant Flow.
And where can we find your music?
I got 2 albums actually, Storm Mode and The Road, currently on iTunes.
Right.
And
So get that on iTunes.
creativejuicesmusic.com
Download
as
it.
well.
But
All
y'all
right.
stay tuned for that Ascension. That Ascension is the name. That's the name of it?
Ascension, yeah.
Ascension. Stay tuned for that, because that's super tough. And I'm not just saying that. That's super tough. So keep staying tuned for that, and enjoy the music.
What
Viper
up?
Records, ChinaMac, Red Money Records.
All right, we're going to play That
Ha.
Fire.
Hey, back.
All right, bye. All right.
It's that fire, yo.